Jews own all the property, it's because of credit. And you're not going to really get any asset worth having unless you have credit. You know, even a car, unless you're going to buy that thing cash, guys, let's say you have the money in the bank account ready to go and you want to finance it, they still won't sell it to you.
Yeah.
If you got bad credit. You want to buy a home. You know, realistically, are most people going to have, what's the median house price right now? Around $350,000 in the United States. Are you going to be able to have, do most Americans run around with $350K cash to buy a home? Hell no. Most people have to get a home loan. And most people don't even have enough to put down a 20%. They have to put a 3.5% down, whatever it may be, with an FHA loan. So you're always going to need to leverage your credit to some degree to get any type of asset, guys. So if you have bad credit, that's going to put you in a terrible, terrible, terrible situation, which is why you're going to end up having the bad debt. That's going to lead to you having bad debt. And then when you do have the bad debt, it's like, it's a cycle. It's a snowball effect that's going to put you in a very bad position for a financial situation. It's very difficult once you have bad credit to get your credit back up unless you fix your income problem. Okay. A lot of guys have bad credit because of bad decisions. On top of the bad decisions, they put themselves in debt. Then it's one of two things. Either they got to file bankruptcy and then have that on their credit report for like 7 years, or B, they figure it out, make more money, and then pull themselves out of debt. But that even takes a long period of time because a lot of the time when people have bad financial practices and put them in debt in the first place, they have bad habits. So no matter how much money they make, 100 grand, 200 grand, etc., they still don't understand the concept of living below their means. And a lot of guys, you'd be surprised. I know a lot of guys that make six figures, 100K, 200K, 300K, $500,000 a year, still in crazy debt because they don't understand the importance of living well below your means. They think, oh, I make $500,000 a year now? Fantastic. I could go ahead and get that Maserati, or I can go and get that Lambo now. And then bam, it's still, they're still basically barely afloat, right? They're right up to their nose and they're breathing, but they're barely there. One more car payment or one bad week, one bad month will lead to them being literally everything falling. And then bam, what takes a hit? Your credit. Even you guys understand, even if you maintain a balance, right, and it's over 30% of your overall credit usage, that's going to significantly reduce your credit score, guys, which is going to reduce your ability to get to be able to take on loans that will allow you to be able to leverage and get good debt, aka real estate, stuff like that. So your credit is very important, guys. And we have a whole playlist on credit, right? As far as like building your credit up, what credit cards to get, starter credit cards, secured credit cards for unsecured credit cards, tips and strategies and tactics to get your credit score up, because this is going to be very, very important, guys, down the road for you.
And look, you guys are watching this podcast right now, right? We get it. Awesome. Great job. However, this is a behavior change, a mindset change, because if you have bad money spending problems, guys, what happens is, like you said, you might get some money, but you're going to blow it eventually. So we're just saying, look, start with the mindset, watch a couple of these videos, learn, understand why you need to do it for yourself, and then do the behaviors now to actually enact that. Because you know what's funny though? I thought about this while you're talking, Myron. So what happens is people will find a girl, right? And they want to make her girlfriend or wife. And then I'm like, yo, what's your credit score, bro? Do you know? Oh no, bro, she's beautiful, bro. I ain't worried about that. Yo, what happens is, right, when you want to go buy a house, you want to go buy assets together, you pull up to the spot. He's like, yes, sir, I'm with my wife. I want to get a property. We want to do a joint account. And then they're like, okay, cool. Stupid. Let's pull up your credit scores. Yours is maybe like a 720, 750. You worked on yourself. You did pretty good. Hers like a 320. Bro, it's like stupid. So whoever you marry or you take serious, guys, make sure they're at least on some level financially responsible, because if they're not, it's going to affect you later on down the road. So it's very important, guys.
Don't co-sign with anyone that doesn't have a credit score at your level, if not higher, bro. Yeah. Just keep it simple like that. And don't co-sign for no girl. Fuck it. I'm just going to say it. Call me a sexist. Call me a misogynist. Don't co-sign for no female, bro. It is what it is. Women are 80% of the consumer base, and women control 3/4 of the debt. I don't make the rules. I just report them. I wouldn't co-sign for no fucking girl, bro. Hell no.
Even barely family. You got to trust the person all the way.
Yeah, man.
That's the future, man.
Yeah, dude. So, I mean, I have some stuff with Fresh, right? But Fresh has a damn near 800 credit score. I'm in the 780s. So I'm not worried about us defaulting on anything, because one of us is going to pay that shit. Right. But like other people, fuck no, man.
You should have an urge in your body where it says, I owe somebody money, I got to pay it off.
Yeah.
Because, bro, that's not your money. You took their money, you spent it, but guess what? If you don't pay it off, and I'm talking about like bad debts, like credit cards, new car payments, that's trash. I'm saying bad debts are terrible. So if you owe somebody money, guys, pay them off immediately, because guess what happens? It's on your mind. Back in your mind, you're like, you know what? Damn, I'm in debt. You don't feel good. You feel like shit. You feel like, you know what? I owe somebody money. When you pay them off and you're debt free, I'm telling you guys, you feel like a weight lifted off your shoulder. You feel like, you know what? I have freedom because I don't owe anybody anything.
And not only that, bro, like you guys, because I see some of you guys in the chat saying like, oh, credit cards are bad, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, credit cards are bad if you're stupid. You know, and here's the thing. I love Dave Ramsey. I think he gives fantastic advice. But listen, if you're watching Fresh and Fit, I'm assuming you don't want to be fucking average. Dave Ramsey makes financial advice for average people that, quite frankly, are stupid and don't have any type of self-control. So he tells them, cuts the credit card, put an envelope here, put money in this envelope for this thing, blah, blah, blah. If you're watching this kind of content, you already think outside the box. You already understand that you need to, like, the burner performance on you and you need to perform, okay? We're not teaching you guys how to be average fucking Joes over here. We're teaching you guys how to become high-value men, how to become fucking winners, okay? So if you're going to be a winner, you need to exercise discipline. It goes from the gym to what you put in your body to how you spend your money, etc. It's a mindset shift, guys, okay? So the thing is that credit cards are a necessary evil to get your credit score up. Sorry, yeah. I don't really know an easier way to build up your credit unless you're going to just sit there and think you're going to get a car loan or a home loan without having any type of credit history. Credit is a necessary evil that you must deal with. The key, though, is to make sure two things. These are the two most important things for your credit score, okay, guys, to go up. Number one, you got to make sure that your credit utilization is under 30%, okay? I say under 10% is the best, okay? So if you have $10,000 worth of credit available to you, don't let that bitch go over 3K, okay? And then, like I was giving you guys tips before, increase your credit limit. Call your credit card companies, go on the app, increase your credit limit so that utilization, as you spend more money, it gets less and less of your overall credit available to you. That's number one, right? And then number two, the most important factor when it comes to your credit score is on-time fucking payments, okay, guys? One more time. I don't care if you got to fucking work an extra day. I don't care if you don't get no sleep. I don't give a shit what it is. You must make your credit card payments on time. No late payments. If that means you got to make the minimum payment for this month, so fucking be it. You guys need to be willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that you pay that credit card bill when it's due, even if it's the minimum. And then the next month, you better work more hours and bring that fucking debt down and bring it down to under 30% bare minimum. Under 10% preferably. Because once you go over 40, 50% of your credit card utilization, that's when the algorithms start to trigger. That's when your car starts to get declined. That's when your credit score starts to tank. And that's when the credit card companies start to view you as a high risk spender, and they're going to start turning your cards off, etc. You might get a credit utilization of 10K, but once you start spending sporadically, etc., they're going to be like, yo, something's off here, and they're going to just turn your shit off. A lot of times you won't even be able to make it until it's a 70, 80% utilization, unless you've had a very good history of paying your shit off in full, not necessarily carrying a balance for a long period of time. But if you're spending and you're not necessarily you're making minimum payments, whatever, they're going to turn your shit off, man. So you need to be able to use credit cards and have discipline, guys. Again, no offense to Dave Ramsey. No, no offense to, the conservative guys that give advice. And this is a financial advice, guys. You can do whatever you want here. This is just how me and Fresh operate, okay? If you're a normal guy, right, fantastic. Go ahead and take normal advice, right? This is going to help most Americans out because most Americans do have a spending problem. However, if you're watching this kind of content, we go against the fucking grain over here, okay? We use credit cards to make us wealthy so that we can build up our credit. And be free. Okay, if you use credit correctly, it's a powerful, powerful fucking weapon, and it'll allow you to procure assets. Okay, even if you don't necessarily have the capital at the time. Okay, guys, because what it does is it buys you time to purchase something that's going to make you money, and then you have some lead time to go ahead and make that goddamn money as you go ahead and save up that money to pay for your credit card off. But if you don't have that available to you, what are you going to do? You need to do everything with your own cash. And hey, some of you guys might not have it.
Could you imagine saving up your whole life to pay for property before you got the loan for it? Like you spent your whole life saving up $300K to buy the property. You buy it at 50, 60 years old. Mm-hmm. What's the point of that?
And even then, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Dumbest thing you could do, guys, is buy a house cash. And I'm going to break that down here for y'all in a second. So real quick, are we going to go ahead and hit the chats real fast?
Yeah, chats real quick.
All right, let's hit the chats real quick. I'll set up this little thing here.
Yeah,
go
man.
Press, you got it.